Hello, I am Carol from the Lucky Duck Rescue and Sanctuary, and I am going to talk about the Killian daisies today. And this is not Daisy, but I have her here for a reason. I would like to address some of the biggest reasons that I don't like to release baby mallards on ponds, actually public ponds. What the public I don't think really understands is that the public ponds and designated water areas for migratory waterfowl in our city and surrounding counties, and I'm talking about Los Angeles, these areas were designated for the wild migratory waterfowl decades ago. And unfortunately, for various reasons, there are many that I will talk about later. These areas have pretty much been destroyed for the natural habitat, habitat for these wild ducks and geese by the public dumping turtles, fish, other huge domestic ducks that will also, she's biting me. That's really funny. It's actually a pinch. A duck really can't hurt you, but they can really pinch. I will be talking about why it's not good for the public to be dumping the bigger domestic breeds that I rescue, because they then will start mating with the little guys, the mallards, and then the mallards' offspring from this cross will be rendered completely flightless. So it's my long-range goal to attract enough funds in an endowment sort of way to clean up these ponds and get the turtles out of there, get the big fish and snakes that people dump, so that we can give these areas naturally back to the birds that they were intended for. So that's my little preaching. Also, if it's a public pond that's man-made, it's cement, the problem with taking baby mallards into a public pond that is cement are a couple. Aside from the fact that they're loaded with turtles, as big as turkey platters. I've personally seen each baby being eaten by these turtles within 5 minutes of their first swim, and I can tell you that I never want to see that again. Never want to see that again. So also the thing that happens in the public ponds, that they don't maintain their water level. The babies have to be able to hop out of the pond. See, she's really biting me. I think it's hysterical. The babies have to be able to hop out of the pond, so if the water level is too far down and they can't hop out, they'll drown in their first swim. And I've seen that too. That's horrific, and I've heard many tales of that. And the third thing is, sometimes in a public pond, they will have a drain that, lovely. The drain, if the drain holes are too big, the ducklings can just get sucked down and in through the drain. And Lydia has seen this at her public park, where she goes, where there's a pond, and it's devastating stuff. So my goal, hardly ever do I release mallards, take them in, rehab them, and release them. But fortunately, I was able to get the mother, which is Daisy, and that helps me out immensely, because baby mallards need at least one parent to teach them how to migrate, to teach them just how to survive, basically. And I would not have been successful at all if I didn't have Daisy with me. So I'm looking forward to releasing healthy babies. They're well on their way to being there. Now, I wanted to talk about another issue of why I like to make sure that the babies are old enough to fly, because this is Diva. And she's called Diva, as you will see, for many reasons. Typically what can happen with the development of the babies, well, you won't know this, when they're just the little guys, but you'll see it when they actually feather out. Diva has what is called as an angel wing hair. And this is a kind of a common problem. It comes, I've talked to vets and whatever, it can come from malnutrition, genetic problem. But the wing, it's not a broken wing, but the cartilage is not formed properly. So this situation here, she will never be able to fly. I mean, she can get a few feet off the ground and that's it, basically. So this baby, if I released her with Daisy's babies, And we found, actually they survived not getting eaten by turtles. Then if any of her babies had this situation, they would obviously be rendered flightless, and they wouldn't have a chance. So I like to make sure that everybody's in good condition, before I release them, and that they don't have a problem like this. One thing that maybe for you school kids, you want to get involved in a little cool project here. We feed we feed as much natural bugs and worms, and we're going to have a cricket party here in about 3 weeks. I'm going to move the family into a bigger area where they can start flying around, and we're going to have a cricket party and a pool party on that day, so you guys can see how they like to chase after these crickets. It's really hilarious. But I thought the school kids might be interested in these millworms. This is a neat little study. If you put them in the refrigerator, they kind of go to sleep. When you, actually this is quite gross, I really hate looking at it. This is really gross, but the kids might like it. You take them out and they start warming up, and I'll show it to you up close. They start moving around as gross as could be. Can you see it, Lydia? Look at that, kids. Check that out. Now that would be something that a school class could raise. These things are pretty expensive just for this little container. It was like almost $12, but it's really healthy for the ducks. And it might be something that you guys at Killian, your classrooms can start raising. Because not only would we like to have these millworms, I'm sure that there are other places, chickens will eat these too, and it's just healthy. It makes a better egg. It makes everybody healthier to be eating stuff that is live. So that's that. Oh, yeah, okay, Lydia says we need to see this wing up close. See that, guys? That's called an angel wing. And I have a few domestic ducks with this problem too. It happens in them as well, but obviously they don't fly, so it doesn't matter as much to them. She just bit me again. She's a little pincher. I like to pinch. Okay, so we got the worms. What I wanted to mention is, can you pound that at all, like over to Uriel there, or do you want me to get Yuri? Should I get Yuri?
This is fine.
I just wanted to show you the difference between. Now, see that big white duck over there? That is my Uriel Cova, and he is a direct descendant of the Mallard. And this happened over thousands of years. It's what we humans have done to these animals because we're so good at it, and we don't care. But anyway, that's the difference. Now, Uriel would have been able to fly just like Daisy thousands of years ago. So, okay, so we're going to wrap this up here real quick. I wanted to, hold on, in case anybody wants to look further into my work, you guys can go on my website here. Check that out, wow, how bush league is this, huh? www.luckyduckrescue.org, and we have a PayPal account there. We do need donations. We need, this is something that's, we are a fully established 501c3, and I've been changing the public attitude towards ducks, maybe one person at a time. Very slow process. And then you can, here's our our P.O. Box address is 4513 Sunland, California 91041-4513. So if you want to send us a donation, we would really love that. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know that this is what we're doing today. Daisy and her brood are very happy here for the time being, but we don't. The thing is I don't like to make her nervous. With wild animals, I mean, I could walk right up to that duck there and he wouldn't even move, but the less interaction that Daisy and her babies have with humans is going to be, what I'm going after here. That's why Lydia and I will be filming this for you guys to see their progress. Anyway, she's giving me the high side, talking too much. Okay, have a good day. Bye-bye.